9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
What's up, people? Are you ready? We're not ready, but I hope you're ready. I guess I can take this down because I don't know if he's going to come or not. But yeah, we're a little bit late, and most of our people are not on yet. So, yeah. So, ¿cómo estás, Jay?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Oh, muy bien. Gracias. You too. Uh,
Lunes, martes, miércoles,
I got a
viernes.
Spanish lesson today.
I can't remember. What's Friday?
Viernes.
Oh, what's Thursday?
Um, uh, uh,
Jueves,
jueves.
jueves, jueves,
Jueves.
viernes, sábado, domingo.
Sí, sí. Muy bien, muy bien. I'm glad you're learning
Gracias.
some Spanish, some Españols. We need to be learning some French so we can get on the French fireside whenever Pierre does it. I've been trying to talk him into it. But we're supposed to be talking about what everybody's doing, but
What is
they're,
everybody
they're,
doing?
they're all not here. I don't know what they're doing. Tom said he'd be
So what are
back in
you
five
doing?
minutes.
Give us a swole reverend update, man.
Swole Reverend updates. I am doing my daily devotionals every day. And actually, I did one in my
Nice.
car today because, just to stay consistent. I was had to
Yeah.
have my normal time. I was busy with life. And
I
there's
should have done
Tom.
my Hasselbrock thing while I was cutting up a tree.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I actually got some pretty good views on that. I was like, okay, well, maybe I need to just do impromptu more often. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all impromptu, but um, and I got the open prayer thing I do in the mornings, and then people are wanting to do more. And I'm trying to tell people, just like in the fireside thing, it's like I need
Hmm.
y'all to do something too, because I mean, this is great ideas, but I can't do it all. You know what I mean? It's I got a lot already going on, um, with the fireside and with the daily thing, and then the daily prayer in the morning, and then life, work, family, everything else. So it's crazy. And I'm supposed to be ordained by my church on um, the 20th. So that'll be a pretty awesome thing, pretty monumental thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Um,
didn't mean to call you Reverend too soon.
yeah, I'm not a reverend. I'm just swole noggin Esquire. No, I'm not even Esquire. Dang it, I don't even know
Swole
what I am.
noggin Reverend.
Hmm. So yeah, that's about it. Besides air conditioners going out, cars going to the shop because they get hit by big trucks. Um, you know, just we got fans running in the house, tons of dogs. Um, son acting like a fool. Hopefully, getting his stuff together.
Yeah, is he
And
going to the brig? What's up?
no, he's cool. He's cool. He's got his old lady down there, his young lady down there
Yeah.
with him now. So, and he's actually doing this split shit thing. That's why he's not here this week because he is working 2 to 10. So, he'll be getting off soon. Then having to go home to his pregnant wife. Or go to
All
the
right.
hotel with his pregnant wife, should I say. He hasn't got a home yet,
All right.
but he will soon. Okay, what is going on with Pierre? Hey, Pierre, what's up, brother?
Maybe here.
Do you
Are you
hear me?
recording us? Yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah,
I like it dark. It's cool.
I
Yeah.
tried to record some like yesterday, and
Hmm.
the program you use don't allow it.
Oh,
Yeah, he don't allow me to use my webcam if I record elsewhere.
mm, okay.
I have to
Well,
try
yeah, I'm
something
sure you'll
another
figure it
day.
out.
Maybe.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. I know you will.
Yeah. So are
And
you?
Tom, are you there? Tom? Oh, he disappeared again. Okay. All right. So we were just going over a bit what I got going on. Um, and what you got going on, Pierre?
Can you be more specific, please?
What you working on? Tell us about
Tell us
your
about X
projects you've
spaces.
been doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a community where everyone can put their space, promote their space, and discover some space too. Because I really like this format, and I want to spread it and discover more. So maybe it will be a nice way to make it happen. And at the same time, since yesterday, it's been quite a success in my opinion for what I was trying to do. Yes, I will. I will try to record me doing my space, so it will feed my YouTube channel at the same time because I will post my recording there. So this is most of it. I will begin to do stoic meditation in the morning, probably between your prayer and the silent space of at 7. So I have at 7:15 I will do my meditation for 15 minutes before joining you to your prayer. But I want to do it only on a weekday. I will take the weekend off meditation in the morning. I will.
Awesome. Awesome. So you're so and you tried to what was it last night? I think it was last night. Yeah, we ran a space about spaces basically. Pierre hosted a space about spaces and he did the video on X at the same time of the space. It was pretty wild. I didn't even know you could do that, but he's got a pretty sweet rig going on, so it's pretty wild. I think that was pretty neat.
What's the program that you're using to do both at the same time, Pierre?
OBS.
OBS. Okay.
Yeah, it's free. It's a free program, and it's kind of easy to use. It's really friendly user.
Cool.
Yeah, I think they use that on they use that on Twitch, I think. So I've been trying to figure out the Twitch stuff because we are live on Twitch now too. Of course, I do not know how to make the videos last on Twitch. I was hoping Madge would be on here so I could ask him, but he's not for some reason. Because he is the Twitch guy.
Okay.
He does a show every day at 5 o'clock. I think 5 o'clock his time. What is?
Hey Tom, can you mute yourself, please?
I think he was masturbating. Do you?
Thank you. Thank you.
You. I think you are on four platform now, Swollen.
Huh? I'm sorry.
I think you are on four platform there, 4 different platform you're streaming.
I'm streaming. I can only
said
stream with 3. I can only
YouTube.
stream 3.
Okay.
Yeah, X, YouTube, and Twitch right now.
Okay.
But I also post to Rumble. After we're done, I'll post to Rumble, post to my Facebook page.
Okay, I thought you
page.
were simultaneous too. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can do it if you get the next tier up. Then you can do, as many as you want to, many places you want to go. But I can only do 3. That's the way I got it right now. I don't have all that money, but it's pretty sweet. It's pretty easy. That's the only reason why I'm doing the Twitch is just because I set up and I don't have to do anything. course, I need to go over
Okay.
there and figure out how to keep the videos on there because once it's gone, it's gone. I mean,
Okay.
once the
Yeah.
stream's gone, it's gone.
I,
So
it's less convivial.
yeah, and it's mainly, I mean, most of what I see on there is just gamer stuff. So I mean,
That's what it's
I don't know
for.
if anybody watch. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've been trying to figure it out. I was looking at it today, and it has all kinds of weird bits or whatever you to pay people or use to pay people or something or like I don't know. It's
Okay.
really strange. I'm definitely a noob over there. So all right. So Jay,
That's it.
what have you got going on besides cutting trees down and all that junk?
Oh, just getting ready for my anniversary and for my son's birthday, and
Oh yeah.
trying not to get too far removed from the Hoffelbrock, and trying to, I don't know, man. I'm exhausted.
Yeah. What you
Yeah.
exhausted from?
Oh,
What's going on?
from work and from cutting down trees and from family, and oh yeah, we had to go visit my son's school for the first time this week too. Well, actually, I
Yeah.
wasn't able to go. I had to
Oh.
dial in via Teams and
Hmm.
get really annoyed at those people. That was fun.
Oh really?
And then, you know, deal with a really annoyed wife all day yesterday. And it's been
What were
it's
they?
been it's been a
What were they
weird week.
doing?
It's been a weird couple of weeks, man.
Yeah.
The school system, my son is special needs, so he's going to school a year early. They allow special needs kids to go starting at 3 years old instead of 4, so it's like a pre-K kind of thing. And they can't go until their third birthday, and then once they turn 3, they can immediately go. And they've been telling us since May that somebody's going to call us any minute now to set up all the evaluations and paperwork stuff that we have to do. And they forgot to call us until the last minute.
Nice.
And then they forced the issue, like arranged it on a day that I couldn't be there because that was the day that was convenient for them, because they only gave us a 2-day heads up that we needed to be there, and then demanded that we sign all the paperwork the same day, and didn't know that we know things that we're not supposed to know. Like, they were doing all of this because they dropped the ball and needed us to sign the paperwork before their funding round starts. So they were being really
Hmm.
smug the entire time, and I was having to bite my tongue, and both of us, my wife and I both had to bite our tongue because we don't, the teacher he has is the best teacher in, I don't know, 3 counties, uh, supposedly. And we don't want to mess up the relationship with the school immediately. So
Mm.
we had to, like, I had to, instead of signing it immediately, I made them send me all the paperwork and made them sit there and watch me read it while they just waited for me. I was really annoyed. It was annoying. But dealing with schools, I hear, is one of the most annoying things a person can have to do. And there was really only one person who was the bureaucrat that was just sitting there making everybody just ah. Yeah.
Nice.
Last week, I didn't talk about this. Last week, I
Hmm.
spent the entire week getting yelled at by angry old ladies at work.
Nice.
And this week, oh man, it's been a weird couple of weeks, man. So Yeah.
All right.
I was trying to do that. I was trying to do that whole flow I was showing you with the Hoffelbrock, and I haven't had any time to finish it. So hopefully, I don't know. I won't be able to do it Sunday because the parents are coming over on Sunday, and it's my anniversary, and etc. Although, hey, don't tell mom and dad that my anniversary is on Sunday because I haven't really told them that we got married 6 months before we actually had the wedding. So if you're listening to this, mom and dad, my bad. But if you're not
just
listening,
ignore that part. We'll edit it out.
Yeah.
All right. Huh.
We eloped a week before my son was born.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing. I think our cousin Aaron did the same thing.
Yeah.
But months beforehand, because he moved out to Colorado with his girlfriend, fiance, I guess, whatever, and then called his mom up and said, "Hey, where was I born? What hospital was I born in?" Or something. It was like very indicative of, he's filling out paperwork for this.
Yeah.
It's like, and then like 6 months later, they're having a big wedding. So, yeah. So, Tom, are you with us?
He's distracted by people.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
I hear you.
I'm just on my phone right now. My technology never really listens to me, so I don't usually listen to it. But
okay. So what's going on, man?
Do we have some kind of theme for tonight?
Well, right now we're just talking about you. What you got going on? That's
Cool,
what we're doing.
Well, I just got back from a very interesting trip to Connecticut. Hey, nice books.
Nice books up there.
I was visiting the private library of this billionaire named Jay Walker, who was one of the founders of TED Talks. And the guy is he's an absolute child at heart. It was pretty interesting. He's almost like a Hugh Hefner. He's such a weird guy. Yeah. And he spent like 2.5 hours giving my family a private tour of the place and telling all these stories about his artifacts. So.
And how did you hook up with this? Yeah, we saw some pictures and all. Like, what? This is crazy.
So how it worked, my dad is an antiquarian bookseller who's working with him on a project for appraising some stuff at his library. And so I volunteered to help out, and my whole family got flown out to visit him.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
And I've actually now put one of my AI art books in his library and given him a signed copy. So it's next to all these priceless artifacts because he's interested in cool technology stuff. So
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's cool for me. I can go over some of the stories if you want from the stuff. I haven't uploaded most of the videos or images or stuff yet. But besides that, I'm just doing 1,000 little writing projects.
Okay.
And this whole stream network and spaces is all very new to me. And
it's all new to all of us. So we're all trying to figure it out. So
so I got to learn these things, like when is it okay not to masturbate on stream and things like that. When is it okay?
Yeah.
As long as the video is not activated, I may tolerate it.
We'd rather you be late.
I think the rule and just keep it from the head up or keep the image of the dog on there, and I think you can kind of do whatever you want.
Twitch isn't just gaming streams. There's a lot of what I think the term is thirst trap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's social media. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a thirst trap. So there you go.
Well, people have specifically figured out that it's very much a community of single men, and so people who target single men are very successful there.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Nerdy gamers.
That's probably what Madge is doing right now.
Desperate nerdy gamer.
Is Madge a professional? Is he here? I got Hearthstone questions for him.
He's not here.
He's supposed to be here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he's having some child issues or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. I sent him a message saying you're all right, but he hasn't replied.
Cool. So which of you guys might be interested in one of the streams, which is like an interactive story where we go around, each person is telling a fictional story, and then the next person continues it with those same characters and has like an idea of the story for themselves.
I think that sounds pretty rad.
I was going to set
Yeah.
one of those up next week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Definitely.
We should tag the writing community and see if anybody wants to join. There's a person I have in mind. I'll tag her and see if she wants to join. She does spaces and she has a lot of followers, but I hardly see anybody in her spaces. So maybe it'd be a good opportunity for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the spaces are obviously frightening to people, and I'm a little intimidated by them as well, just because they're so new.
Just jump.
Yeah, that's it. Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least you don't have your face. I mean, up there, it's just your voice, and it's pretty organized because you have the control of the microphones and all. So I don't know. It's also kind of different too because we were having like we were talking the other night on the peer space, and knowing when to, like, if you just got open mics, it's kind of hard to, kind of like we're doing here, not talking over each other and not talking too much, and where we're going, all those ramifications of what the proper etiquette and how to run the space where it's most productive, as Pierre put it.
Yeah, that's why I figured some kind of format where you know that you're rotating between hosts, either with the story or something else, so you kind of have some expectation of this amount of time.
Yeah, you definitely have to, especially talking about what you're doing, you definitely have to kind of organize it before you get on. Otherwise, you're just going to have chaos. And there's so many glitches in the spaces too. That's one thing I found is designate one of your co-hosts to be the one that gives people speakers, that controls that part of it. Because if you are all trying to do it and they're requesting all at the same time, it glitches it out and it don't work. It just becomes a nightmare.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, the spaces are fascinating to me, though, because it feels very much like anti-social media. Social media is kind of dehumanizing people into numbers, and what they can do for you in the space seems to make them into much more real people.
Yeah. It feels more like a community. Like it's more warm. It's more like real people talking together instead of just mean text or without the face. Without you don't have the face, but at least you have the emotion in the voice. It's not as cold as writing.
Yeah, too bad I've got a plain robot voice, and so that doesn't help.
I know.
Yeah, and it just kind of occurred to me too about one of my biggest complaints is that they don't save. They just kind of, they save, but they don't.
Yeah.
You can't organize them and all that stuff. But maybe that makes it more precious, because you're just living in that moment. Like all these things we're doing, like right here, I'm saving and trying to wait so somebody can watch it later. We got everything our whole lives DVR'd. You know what I mean? Everything's.
Isn't this going to be a YouTube video afterwards?
This is a YouTube video.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on Twitch. It's on X Live. It's going to Rumble. It's going to Facebook. It's going everywhere. So yeah, and maybe that's the beauty of the spaces is that you're living in that moment. You're having that moment together as a community, as a group, without worrying about the long lasting, making sure everything's perfect and just having a good time, just friends hanging out. You know what I mean? No sales pitch or anything else with it. Not trying to get numbers.
Quick question: with like how these things work, obviously, if you're trying to make some kind of content, you want some reason that people would go back and watch the older videos too. But what would ever be like a reason to go back and watch one of these spaces? Because it's very much the interaction of the moment. It's old news as soon as it's over.
It depends of the space. It could be an informative space. there's many possibilities of space we have not witnessed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Well, it's
talking
kind of
about
like having a
like
radio
this
show.
conversation? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a radio show sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just in the way that it's fleeting, like a radio show, it's kind of like we're broadcasting, daily, and if you want to record it, you can, and people can go back a couple days and re-listen to it. These kind of things, the fireside, you can go back and watch it from the beginning and just kind of witness the evolution of the people on the screen, like what's going on. And I think a lot of people watch pretty random stuff just to feel a part of a community. So right now there's somebody watching this like 6 months from now who just discovered the first one that
Yeah.
because I'll randomly post them, and is binging all of the fireside chats and seeing the evolution of the swole noggin.
Yeah.
And the fact that I never upgraded my system here. I'm still sitting in my car in the dark.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Something like the space that you're talking about, Tom, the storyteller space. That's a really cool concept because it's more of a like in the moment, gather a whole bunch of people together and do something freaking rad and just make the connections and the networking in that space, and it's something that can transform into more. So that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, something I've also noticed, as soon as you get a larger space, then there's going to be a lot of people who are just kind of trying to talk about themselves and self-promote. And if you have some kind of structure like a story, then you can get to know their work through their work and not just have to hear 100 different bios of people.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, the spaces have so many. I mean, there's so many communities, so many different things people are talking about. I mean, I've been in a bunch of different spaces. I'll hit all the weirdest ones. I mean, I don't care what
Mhm.
they are, just to go check them out. I've been in UFOs. I've been in the flat earthers. I've been in the um all the Catholic and the Calvinists and in our prayer groups, just reading scriptures. There's some people that just do each person in the group will just read a different chapter in the Bible or whatever, or there's so many different reasons for people to gather together and discuss things. There's a what's the name of them? They do a what's that guy's name? Dark Prophet. Dark Prophet's part of a
Mm.
group that does a lot of good, really good spaces. I mean, we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I respect the guy. He's pretty cool. But he does a lot of they had a trans community and sports, trans and sports space. So big discussions, topics, So, and you don't get a lot of people a lot of times in those things trying to be promoting themselves as much as trying to promote their ideas. Um, so, I mean, and that's what I've seen anyways in most of these spaces. But I have seen some that are, got the authoritarian, this is my thing, and it's basically just this talk show with this guy, and every once in a while he'll let a listener talk, But
Pierre,
like I'm
what's the
doing now.
theme of your show? I haven't caught that one yet.
I don't have a show yet established, if you may like, but I'm working just to. I'm still trying to figure out what I will do with X and the space and all those things. So I do many tests, but I really wish to make a meditation on gratitude and stoic around these topics. And I try to. I want to have a show too on that we can debate on a subject to see all the sides and maybe have two co-hosts that are on the opposite side of the subject, so we can have the widest range of point of view on the subject. it would be cool to do things like that. Yeah. So this is it. I want to make people think more and ask themselves more questions. I think we need a world who ask more questions and are more open-minded. So I try to make my profile gravitate around this essence, and I do test with space and streaming to see if I can find a good recipe to evolve and be a better human being and find a good person to help me be better.
Yeah, I like the idea of having a space more dedicated towards questions than answers, because it seems like everybody is trying to tell you what they believe is true more than trying to ask.
Now I tried to ask a question and said I'm sick and tired of guru page. That's idiotic. There are so many, and they all tell the same shit. It's like you don't seem authentic for two coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The debate
Also,
style thing would be pretty cool.
Sorry, I didn't catch the.
Oh, I'm into the idea of the debate. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, and I was really digging the idea of having a male and a female as co-host. It was a great experience, and I will try to, if it's able to always have this difference. When I have this debate, I will try to make it a week space. I will see where it goes, but yes, having a debate once a week on the Thursday, maybe.
Yeah.
Check this out.
It would be really cool.
There's his setup right there.
That's pretty cool. The graphics really good.
This is my weight screen.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find your the one we did. That was pretty cool because you had us sitting. The setup was so cool. I really liked it. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there.
Yeah.
Where we're sitting. I don't know if y'all can see that, but we're sitting. He's got a little emoji sitting in the chairs right there.
I can send you the picture if you want.
Nah, I'm not okay. Be able to do that. Let's see. Oh, if I click on it, there it goes. It gets bigger.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Your head's in the way.
Yeah, your
my head's in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I got a swollen noggin. Hey, another cool thing about Pierre, though, Tom, you probably don't know. Jay may know, but here I did this 7:30 a.m. open prayer thing. My whole thing is it's completely open to whoever. And I was just bored one morning because I usually listen to some of those spaces or whatever, and wasn't anything. I don't know if my app was messed up or what, but there was nothing on there. So I was like, oh, I got caught up, and he actually did the same thing. We got caught up listening to this silent space for like 15 minutes, and it was really weird. It was kind of cool though. It was a good idea just to have no noise, no nothing, just shut yourself down for 15 minutes. And then I was like, I just need to open up a prayer thing in the morning because I need to work on that kind of stuff. And Pierre shows up, and that's how we met. He shows up in my group. And he's a non-believer. He's not, he's not a Christian. I don't know. We haven't even talked about because it's an open space. Like I'm just like whatever. But every morning he starts coming and writing these awesome prayers, every day. And he's my co-host. I got one guy from Uganda. That's a super young. He's a teenager preacher on fire guy. I got Pierre.
So much passion in him.
Yeah, with the French accent and praying to the universe or the cosmos or what was your thing this week? Like the internet or something. It was wild. I'm just like, this is so cool.
It's a clash
shows up every day. and practices his listening skills because we got all these foreigners in there. Many
Yeah,
it's hard to
absolutely.
understand them.
Yeah, and it's
So
what I trouve what I find hilarious is like I'm really calm. I'm really calm, and the other co-host is like mostly really energetic and explosive.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely over the top.
Yeah.
I love him. He's great.
Yep.
Definitely entertaining. But so Tom, you want to talk about any of your books or anything, or you want to tell us? You want to promote yourself at all here?
I thought we were avoiding that, but
Oh well, we're not avoiding anything. We're just
well, over the last few months, I've just been learning how to make graphic novels using AI art because I think that's really cool. But
yeah.
I'm right now just doing a couple different episodic Kindle Vella stories to try that out. So I used to do a lot of writing and kind of stepped away from it for a few years and just trying to go back and explore a bunch of different styles and see what I want to commit to at this point.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull up my Kindle and see. I've got.
Yeah, I love the idea of a network of creators of different sorts going on here.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the idea of the Hofflebrock, especially.
The most
Have you checked
interesting
out
people?
I don't know if any of you guys have followed the page My Kind of Weird. He's this Australian guy who seems like he's doing something kind of similar. And
really?
It's kind of like there's a brand of certain kind of sites which have a large collection of various creators, and then they take either a percentage like affiliate, and they're just like advertising the creators, and then they make a percentage on every sale. Is that the kind of thing that the Hofflebrock is?
I think he crashed in his car. He's on the side.
Oh, huh. Well, did well last.
Is he gone? I don't think he's. I don't know. I mean, it's in the baby stages, so it's more just promoting people.
I'm still here. Sorry.
Be promoting him.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
No,
did you catch that?
Yeah,
have you heard about the
I
Kind of Weird?
That's actually what I was looking up. I didn't want to forget it. I didn't realize it would crash my feed. Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet, but that is the kind of thing that I was thinking about. My primary driver is to find awesome creative people and just promote their stuff, and I'm assuming that I will figure out how to make money off of that eventually as an affiliate. So yeah,
that's how it works. So if you can figure out any way to provide value for other people, then the value is going to come back to you one way or another.
Yeah.
That's it.
What is going
Even if it is
which
buying
reminds
my
me,
own shitty books.
I was supposed to read your new book, and I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, that's okay. It's not going anywhere.
I was even at a point I was thinking about managing community. I was wondering if it was doable.
I actually have some experience in this just because when I was publishing before, I did these anthologies of horror collections, and my biggest one was 100 different authors that we got together for a single book. And that was kind of a nightmare trying to organize it all. And at that point, I just said, this is not worth it. I'm going to do my own stuff and never again. And that was a few years ago. So now I'm hesitantly looking again. Yeah, it's called The Monster Book of Monsters. It's 100 horror stories by 100 authors.
Wow.
Okay.
That's wild. Yeah. I think collaboration on smaller scales at a time, maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard enough just getting 5 people into this room to talk to each other.
I know.
Can't imagine trying to wrangle 100 cats.
Oh, authors are so much worse than cats.
My Kind of Weird. Okay.
My Kind of Weird.
I don't know this page.
I don't know it either. We're checking it out. We're giving some free
a bunch of weird stuff. There you go.
Bunch of weird stuff. Battleground Blues.
Paying it forward.
Pay it forward, yeah.
But just the idea of getting a bunch of different independent creators in one space, and
yeah. Yeah, I mean that's kind of been our thing for a long time. I mean, remember we did that. Jay and I did a long time ago. Did this music page and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like independent
9.99
artist music thing.
PSI.
Yeah, 99 PSI, and
Yeah.
then I
Back when
was
I was
I was
trying to
totally I
learn
was doing
cascading
yeah
style sheets.
yeah, and I was doing like email lists and I emailing all these people. I actually got a radio station in Atlanta area called 99X, and which did the alternative music and all. And so I was talking, emailing those hosts and stuff, and talking about our idea and talking about our webpage and all. We had Google ads on it and all. Actually, I made like
Mhm.
$86. I'm not giving any. You can't have any though. It's
What?
all
You
mine.
didn't tell me you actually made money. That's messed up,
I
man.
actually just got it from unclaimed property.
Oh, really?
Yes, I just got the money. I just deposited the money, actually.
That's amazing.
But
All right, so that's my birthday
yeah,
is in a couple months. It's in like 6 weeks. So
I got an
just
air
go ahead and
conditioner
float
fixed.
that my way.
Yeah. So that was our
Whatever.
whole
I'm gonna have
proceeds
to
for
pay
that.
somebody to move the rest of this tree. Come on.
Oh, do you? Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta cut it up. You can do it. But anyways, yeah, I was talking to the radio station people, that next, and the next thing I know, they shut down their real radio station and go online and do like an independent alternative thing. Basically, took my idea or our idea.
Restarted their idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
they did that for about 5 or 6, 7. I don't know how long they
My
did it.
web
It
design was
years
just
before
too
I came
good.
back.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like,
They heard me talking
wow.
about it. I wrote something, and I remember reading what I wrote to one of your friends on a phone call, and it was like, "Oh my god, I got chills." It's like, "Yeah, we're fucking real, man. Let's do it."
Yes, we've been playing around with these kind of things for a long time. We used to like
Yeah.
record ourselves talking over the phone and
Mhm.
using it as a podcast. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I guess we've been doing this kind of thing for a long time, just not in this fashion. It's got a lot fancier. So
It's gotten a lot fancier. It's a lot easier too.
wow.
Thank God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's been fancy for a while. It's just getting easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I can do this with a $200 laptop, and or on the phone or whatever, and still
Yeah.
get it done.
It's easier and cheaper.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And
Get
it's
a
a
lot
lot easier to
now.
find the interesting people too. I've seen a couple lately that I want to start, I don't know, promoting. I think that's how I'm gonna start asking people if they want to hang out. I'm just gonna start promoting their stuff, and she's like, "Who are you? Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "I think you're
Yeah.
awesome. Do you want to hang out?" Like,
Yeah, I think for most people, when you begin to show interest in what they do and who they are, they will follow you.
yeah, especially
Hmm.
creative types.
Yeah.
About a decade ago, I stumbled into a job of like taking pictures of comedians on stage during their shows, just because I showed up to um, hang out at a comedy show and I had my camera because I'm a nerd. I just started taking pictures of people, and they started inviting me to their shows to take pictures of them. And
Yeah.
then like I spent 3 or 4 months just taking pictures of comedians, and then it spread into like I was hanging out with these podcasters and their nerd podcast thing, and doing sound engineering and all this weird shit just because you show up and are interested
Yeah.
in what they're doing, and
No,
hey, let's do it. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
Just having that interest.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, sometimes people come talk to me in message, and I don't catch why they want to talk to me. I'm I'm more of an introvert, and I prefer being left alone most of the time. So if I have not interacted with you before on directly in the comment section, maybe if you will, don't bother messaging me most of the time.
Mhm.
I do my little thing, and I'm glad with it.
Oh, I missed the comments. Yeah, I'm not even looking at comments. We had a Akira on here. Well, fire at 10:37. I don't know what we were talking about, but it was fire.
It was fire. We are fire.
It was fire. It was fire.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
We are.
Oh man. All right. So what we got going on? Anything else we want to promote? Talk about?
Did you bring any topics this week?
Any
School?
topics?
Yeah.
Well,
Last few weeks you've been bringing topics, man.
Yeah. I was hoping Madge would be on there because I really want him on this. What? Okay, here you go. This is our for the last 15 minutes, whatever we got left. We can discuss this.
Gasoline pumps.
You were talking about sacred. What is Akira? What?
What's an Akira? It's a person, Akira person. All right, so here's a question, which I wish Madge was here. What makes a good father?
Shit. This is a complex question.
Generically, you could just say preparing the child from the world. That doesn't really answer anything because what prepares you for the world?
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to learn the basic in life. Take care of yourself. Think for yourself. Be a good person, but it's also all generic answer. There is no right or wrong answer. But there is wrong answer, but there is many. How could I? There is many way you can be a good father. You could have 100 of different father, and they could all be 100 good father. It's you can have a good father and who have two sons, and one son will become a bad son, and the other will become a good son. You don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
There are external factors too there who can act on person. But yes, this is a good question, but this is a complex question too.
It is a complex question. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have enough of a 15 minute.
That's why it's only one. Well, I figured we'd do about halfway through, but we went on a little bit longer.
I'll pass the mic.
You passed the mic.
and I'm not a father, so yeah.
Well, I mean, we all have fathers, so
yeah.
I mean that's you have to look at it that way, and that's where the idea actually came today. I didn't have it when I told y'all it was be a surprise. It's because it was going to be a surprise to me also. But it came today, and actually a post that I posted about, it was a religious post, and somebody replied about the fear of God, the fear of God or whatever, and I replied with an example from my youth and how my father corrected me in that moment. And after that, I was just like, and they had a really good response to it. And I was just like, it got me thinking. I was like, I have a good dad. And if you're watching Dad, he's a good dad. I haven't always thought that at one, of course, you got the teenage years and things like that. But yeah, he was awesome dad. And
he's
it's
a
like
solid dude.
what? Yeah, so that's why I was asking. It's like, yes, we have the different styles of parenting. I think I'm gonna let Jay go ahead before I start preaching. But Jay, what makes a good father? I mean, you had the same father, so.
I think one of the things that makes our father such a good father was that he was a stabilizing force in our lives and had a sense of right or wrong and led by example in his stoic manner. He was a very, very stoic man. But he he was steady as steady can be. So he was very reliable, and yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to be for my children and my wife, is just a stable presence. And the only thing I ever like really had a complaint about when I was a kid, it doesn't really matter anymore. So it's mostly in my head anyway. You know,
Yeah.
so that's yeah, I think being stable, leading by example, you know, being that person that he's one of the nicest people I've ever met, like as intimidating as he is. Like he is genuinely like just a nice dude and always willing to
Mhm.
help and always willing to just kind of, and nothing phases him either, which is so fucking weird. It's so weird. Pardon my French, but or whatever. But you know,
This was not French.
yeah.
No French.
I gotta figure out something else to say since I'm hanging out with a French dude. Yeah. Pardon my Spanish, but you know,
Yeah.
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 And it's rare, you know, it's rare to find two sons who say that about their father. So I think we're pretty lucky
And
in
we both
that
have
respect.
different experiences and different relationships
Very different,
growing
yeah,
up.
very different.
Yeah. We both reacted completely different. But and yeah, because I mean that goes back to what Pierre was saying, that the two sons can be, one can be a good good son, one could be the bad son. I've seen, we got family members that have one child that goes off and does cool things, and one that does kind of wilder things. And we both, I've been more earlier on, more um, strict and conservative, I guess, and played it safe a lot more. I guess I did a lot of adventures, but I always had that core. I always had played the safe pattern as much as possible. And while Jay's gone off and done all these wild adventures and left everything behind, and we had that adventurous side. We both come from our dad and our mom, of course,
Yeah.
but um,
Well,
but
Dad
I
straight up
think
told me when I was 19, if he had it all to do over again, he would just like pack up and wander off into the wilderness. So I
yeah.
took that as permission to wander off into the wilderness a few times.
hmm Yeah, I
No,
was a lot more stubborn in my teenage years. I think we didn't really
okay.
talk that much, but yeah. Oh, did Tom go away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, oh man.
Tom
Okay.
Badil.
yeah. Me and my brother, we are totally the opposite.
hmm
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, you can't
Yeah, I
break
mean,
the deal, you know. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
it's a pretty good illustration of how different people are, even coming from the same environment. Like
hmm
you have completely
Uh-huh.
different
Yep.
lives. Like it's pretty crazy. I
hmm
remember being a kid and just trying to do everything that Swole did, just like better. And then sometime when I hit like around, I don't know, 17 or 18, I was like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm just gonna do drugs instead. This is fine. This is fine.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, but I think, okay, so a good father, we have how much time left? Only got like 5 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
so a good father, of course, is there. I
Hmm.
think we just missed that very essential thing in our society, is just
Hmm.
being there. Being
Hmm.
that presence in the home is so crucial, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're the guy that just sits on his butt and watches football, or whatever, and just ignores the kids, at least you're there and you have that presence, that masculine presence in the house is very crucial. Um, a good father is loving, and that's part of my description earlier, was that he is loving, but he is the authoritarian in the household also. You need that authoritarian. I mean, that's one problem a lot of people have, is if is especially in the single moms households, is the mom has to be the authoritarian and the nurturer, and it's kind of
It's create a conflict.
it
Yeah.
doesn't work
Yeah,
as
it's hard
well. It
to-
doesn't. It's hard to do that. It's and then you got it's just I don't know how they do it. I props to them, but you need that, and especially when I grew up, I think my dad got a little softer with my brother, but it was dad was the boss, and mom was the one covering up my mistakes as much as she could, trying to be like cover. Oh, I'm gonna hide this from dad because he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad, And he didn't it wasn't a lot of physical stuff, but you could definitely he had that look. I think it'd be a good dad. You gotta have that look, which I
gotta have that look and
somehow,
that tone of voice that just kind of
yeah,
rips into your soul.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
Like,
they can just
that-
look at you and just,
yeah.
and that's where my post earlier was about the fear of the Lord, and it's like a fear of your father. The good father, you're
Yeah.
gonna have that respect, that fear, and it's not a bad thing, but that fear of that of disappointing him.
Yeah, it's absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's that
I'll
one
tell
I
you what, I
respect,
didn't
that one I look up to.
I didn't get over that fear of the disappointment thing for a long time, and even it trailed me to just a few years ago. During the pandemic, selling furniture got to the point where people were waiting like a year or more for what they ordered, and I would have to make these phone calls, and every time I talked to somebody over the phone, I felt like I was calling dad to just let him down. It was like ruining me. I paid somebody else to do my phone calls for me for a little while. I was like, I can't handle this anymore. Everybody's so mad at me. I feel like I'm letting dad down every day. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, now I'm in charge and I don't care anymore. They can be mad at me if they want. But
Now you're dad. Yeah.
yeah, now I'm dad.
Now
So
you're in that spot.
like,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Eventually you
Yeah.
morph into it. In that
Yeah.
moment when you start hearing yourself be your dad. That's the weirdest thing.
Well, everybody just starts treating you that way, so you might as
Yeah.
well just take on the role. Like
Uh-huh.
I can't spaz out and run across the country again. So like I just have to embrace the role. Everybody looks at me like, oh, you've been here for a long time. You're definitely in charge. Please tell me what to do next, and tell me when I'm being, stupid. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
regardless of your capability, when you're a dad, it's trying to teach your mistake, learn what you teach what you have learned from your mistake to your child.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
The wisest men have made the most mistakes.
yes. So
Yeah.
Yes.
the more mistake you have made, the more thing you have to teach to your children.
I am so wise. I am so
Well, I have to, I think because I have my own son, I have my own kids. Of course, they're starting to grow up and go out. And even though I know I've taught my son the right things and how to do things right, he still goes against it. As I think there's still, I don't think that really those teachings go until they go out and figure it out themselves. That and one day it just kind of clicks, and we've all been there. Where it clicks,
Yeah.
like, oh
It's
yeah,
like, oh, that's why he did that. Oh,
that was right. Oh
that's
yeah, but you got to
why.
go out, especially as guys. I don't know if it's
Man.
as much as
But
women,
Yeah.
but we
this
got to
is
go
why
out and do our own.
this is why you cannot just teach the theory. You have to practice to learn something, and it's the same thing in life. You can put everything you have learned in the head of your children. If they never get out of their room, they will never understand what you are saying.
It's like going to school. You learn all this stuff, and then you get into the real world, and it doesn't mean anything.
Life is a never-ending school.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yes,
right.
it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, my kids are always like, especially Nathan was like, I just don't want to, he drops out thinking he's going to be done with school. And the next thing he's like, he's in the military. And what does he do? He's got to go to school. He's got to go to classes. It's like, and then he, because he cares about it, he actually does well in it. But it's like, yeah, you better get used to it. It's nonstop. You either direct that learning on your own, or life's going to teach you and put you in its own classes. You know what I mean? So
lives get better when you understand that the difficulties have to come from you, not from life. You cannot. It's way easier when you manage your difficulty by yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's how you react. It's all how you react to the situation.
Yeah. Of course, life gonna throw lemon at you sometimes, but the more you do difficult thing and you learn, the easier life gets.
Yeah. I heard something interesting from one of those online people. I'll end my part at least with this. When you are facing something difficult, when you are nervous, reinterpret it for yourself as excitement and opportunity. It's not something to be intimidated by. It's something to be kind of excited about, because you get to do something that scares the hell out of you. And we all need to be, we all need to have the opportunity to overcome the stuff that scares us. So it's pretty awesome.
Yes.
The obstacle is the way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been over an hour. I know Jay's got to go to bed, and
Me too.
I'm gonna go to bed too. Actually, the dog's going crazy. I probably gotta go break up a fight. But
awesome.
It's what Dad does.
That's what Dad
Dad's
does.
not around. They go crazy.
That's right.
See you.
All right, guys.
Thank you for the evening.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Pierre.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear
thanks to
you
Tom
actually
Bedell too.
talk good. Yeah, Tom. We love you, man. Love you.
See you next time. Bye.
He's a cool dude.
All right, guys. And I appreciate it, Akira.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad place. Bye.